Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. You know there's a guy who wants you. You know what? I'm going to tell you what, ladies. Understand one thing, one simple thing, right? All of y'all got a guy who wants you, right? All of you. At least one guy who wants you. At least one, right? Now, I know the real issue there is you might not want him back. But we're not going to get into that. Because if you know, it's up to you whether you want him back or something. But know that there's at least one guy who wants you, right? And this is more instructive on how to increase that number. So think about something. Regardless of how jacked up you are. And some of y'all know y'all jacked up. Every woman know what they got. Regardless of what you got going on. Somebody trying to holler, right? Somebody. So think about it like this. I wanted to put it like this, right? You know there's a guy who wants you, right? Start there. Start with that. Because what I'm seeing with a lot of women, especially, you feel like somebody don't want you. You know, why would they want you? You're this, you're that, and everything. There's probably a guy who do want you, despite whatever issues you think you have, right? Now, if you start there, now understand, you don't have to take that guy. Here's the thing. Don't feel obligated to take that guy just because he wants you, because just because he wants you, he might not be a good man. He might have some personality traits that you can't deal with. You might not be attracted to him. But what you using that for is a base to think, okay, somebody sees me as valuable. Now, if it's one guy or maybe five guys who show some interest in you, and you know you ain't feeling them, right? You know, first of all, understand the only thing those men have in common is you, right? So then you know that. Say, okay, I know what I got going on with me. These guys want me. So I know that I got this, and this. So maybe I can expand upon my traits or my good traits or work on my bad ones to get the guys that I want. Because that's the only thing you need to know. It's like, no, you're valuable to somebody. So if you're valuable to somebody, you can be valuable to other people. Now, say you got these guys who like you, you don't like them back or something, but you also know you can have a bad attitude sometime. You also know you're not in the best shape. You're not presenting your best self, you know. You also know that they like you with low self-esteem. So hold up. You got guys who like you when you at your worst. That means you got some guys who might be feeling you if you improve to your best. Get yourself together. So what do? It was like, all right, if you're dealing with some emotional issues, you know what? You might have to get into therapy or something, or talk to somebody whose words you trust, right? You start working on that. All of a sudden you'll notice the number of guys who like you will start to increase. You know, if it's a physical thing and, you know, you need to lose a bit of weight or something like that, or it's usually the weight thing. Or with the slimmer women, you know, they might need to do something. Or sometimes there's some women, you know, dress kind of dowdy, like, you know, dress a little bit more sensuously. And let me make that clear real quick. It don't mean dress like a thought, but you can dress very classy and not show anything. Like on Instagram, I follow a Muslim young lady. Now, she show very little skin. She shows some ankles in her face because she wears a scarf. But very sensuous because she'll wear not so much as skin-tight clothes, but some clothes that show off her shape. So that's sensual. But you might need to improve that, right? So what it is first knowing that somebody does find you attractive, and then you improving yourself. See, a lot of women and men do this too. That's why I tell men to work on themselves, right? Just before somebody say that, but this is the woman's channel. I'm talking directly to you, right? You want to start improving yourself. Start asking, okay, what can I do? Can I make myself look better? Because your looks are the first lure for a man. Just like our looks are the first lure for y'all. Right? So you know you're going to lure some women over, right? Some men over. Sorry, hey, maybe a few of y'all might want some women over, but you already know you're going to lure some men over. So it's like, okay, you want to work on that. You're going to work on your attitude, right? And then, maybe if you're trying to get a quality man, which I'm going to reiterate, that's what y'all trying to do. It's like, okay, well, I need to work on the traits that will bring that. That's what you got to look in the mirror and say to yourself, right? See, but the first thing is you got to start with knowing, somebody wants you. So then it's not a question of getting a guy. You already know you can get a guy. The question is getting a better guy, right? And I know some dudes might listen to this. Say, well, they practice hypergamy anyway. Well, not really. A lot of women get some guys, and I know this. This is the truth. Hypergamy is really just practiced by women who consider themselves very attractive by Western standards or something and feel like they can get the top guy. I already know a lot of women might want to practice hypergamy, but a lot of women might not have the self-esteem to do it. But I'm saying, look, you can get whatever you're willing to work for. You can do it, and just start by knowing there's a guy who wants you, right? There's a guy who wants you, and something else too with that. Sometimes it might not be a situation of you got low self-esteem or anything like that. You might feel good about yourself. You keep yourself up, feel good about yourself, no major emotional problems. But then some women will feel like, well, some guys intimidated by that, right? I see that with a lot of women. There's still a guy who wants you. You know what? Even though men in general ain't tripping over your education or your money, there's some men who like that. They seeing you and they seeing, look, you working hard because they thinking power couple. There's a percentage of men who thinking power couple. It's like, wait a minute, me and you can get that together. There's some men, they ain't intimidated by it. They turned on by it, right? They still want somebody who wants you. Like I see these women, I'm too strong and independent for you. Or my personality too blunt. There's some guy who wants you. There's some guy out there who cool with it. There's some guy, every single woman, there's some guy who wants you, and it's not even just because of the sex. You can be as strong and independent as possible. They cool with it. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what, I've met some men who said they would get with the woman they thought was all independent, but then get mad when she switch up on them. See, remember, no one guy speaks for everybody. I don't speak for all men. I speak in very general terms for a reason, I speak in very general terms for a reason because everybody, and I try to cover everybody's opinion, or thoughts in general. But every man, just like I'll say, many men don't like it. That's why I try to use words many and some. Whether I'm talking about men or women, because there's always something. So if you that type of woman who feel like, I'm intimidated, I'm beautiful and I got all this ambition and stuff and no man will want me for it. Bullshit. Somebody will want you. Somebody will want you. I know a woman who said that, right? And I actually looked her up on Facebook. You got a husband who had equal ambition and stuff. And she got about, I think, 3 kids. Showed a picture of her, him, and 3 kids. And so I said, apparently somebody did want you. But there's always a guy, regardless of it. Now, like I said, you might need to work on something, or some cases you might need to work on something. If you got a lot going for you anyway, you might need to just open your eyes, But the bottom line, the takeaway from this is get rid of that false belief, right? That's a false belief. There's somebody who wants your shit. It's just a matter of you finding that person, all right? So, ladies, just hear what I'm saying. I'm the tough love brother, so don't take offense to anything I say. So anyway, that's it for today. Y'all have a good time. Peace and blessings.